Grandpa's epic charades fail. So there we were, at the annual family reunion, crammed into Grandma's living room like a swarm of bees in a shoebox. This year, Grandma had decided to spice things up by organizing a charades competition. Now, Grandma isn't just any ordinary organizer, she's the kind of woman who'd turn a casual picnic into the Olympics. Everyone was on edge, clutching their soda cans like they were Olympic torches. The first few rounds went smoothly, with Uncle Bob hilariously flapping his arms trying to mimic a chicken for fried chicken. We laughed until there were tears in our eyes. But then it was Grandpa's turn. Grandpa shuffled to the center of the room, a mischievous grin etched on his face. He drew a card from the stack and stared at it for a moment. The room fell silent, everyone leaning forward in anticipation. Suddenly, Grandpa began to mime kneading dough, his fingers working the imaginary loaf with surprising dexterity. We nodded along, throwing out guesses like baking, breadwinner, and yeast infection. That last one courtesy of Cousin Tim, who'd clearly been spending too much time on the internet. But Grandpa wasn't stopping. He continued his performance, his hands now forming a loaf shape, then suddenly he froze, still as a statue. For a moment, we thought it was part of the act. But as the seconds ticked by, it became clear that something was amiss. Grandpa stood there, eyes closed, his hands resting on an invisible loaf. Aunt Martha moved closer, peering at him with concern. "Harold?" she called softly. No response. Grandma, ever the pragmatist, stepped forward and gave him a gentle nudge. Grandpa swayed slightly but didn't budge. The room was filled with a tense silence, a mix of confusion and amusement. Suddenly, as if on cue, Grandpa snorted awake, blinking in confusion at the circle of faces around him. "Well," Grandpa said, with a sheepish grin, "I guess I really took that loafing around literally." The room erupted in laughter, the tension evaporating like steam. Grandma shook her head, chuckling as she pulled another card from the deck. Grandpa returned to his seat, a small, triumphant smile on his face, content in the knowledge that he'd secured both the title of charades champion and the first nap of the reunion.